Okay, what's Hiro been up to that he got so far behind in pruning the pines? Well, I don't know if you remember, but my fence used to end right there. See where the post is? That's where the fence used to be, and this was all outside. Between the two shaded area, there's a strip about 3 or 4 feet that has no shade. And you know what it is I'm working with microclimates. We're going to have pines. Pines want to be in as much sun as possible, but because of the bonsai styling process, they have a tendency to burn on the trunk. Well, now it's protected on both sides so that morning sun will not harm it, and definitely the evening sun. The sun sets to our right during the summer. That's the most intense sun. So that although it is open up on top, which is kind of necessary because pine likes to be in sun, but it is well protected from the afternoon setting sun by this shade structure. Over here, the fence used to be about where the new bench is. Well, that area was always too tight, and people then go to this. I think I told you my degree is landscape architecture, right? And we learn to create spaces. And what happens is when you have a space that feels uncomfortable, people are not in the buying mood. So I moved the fence. Now there's plenty of room to walk around. You don't feel like it's such a narrow corridor like it used to be. And actually, I think that theory worked because guess what? We sold a pine that was on the other side of this little pine here. So you can see, and this is all that open top area where I have the pines. And then in the light protection, I have some of the pomegranates and things like that that could use a little bit of protection. They could be in full exposure, but sometimes it gets damaged, so I put it over here for now. Big trident maples, I think they've been dug out 2, 3, 4 years ago, and now it's starting to shape up. Once again, it's protected from the afternoon sun, but it gets the morning sun, which is beneficial to most plants. Okay, and a pan. I got to do something about my boulevard cypresses. They're getting kind of on the large side. They need major thinning, but oh well. Actually, what I should do is to go ahead and shoot the video when I am trying to reduce those. And then what I did was I moved most of the Chinese elms, or a lot of the Chinese elms, in the good training stage. A lot of these will be great for people with some background, and so it has a great start. I always emphasize root flare, movement, and taper, right? And these have most of all that feature. So I have that in this one section. So mostly different types of Chinese elm and Zelkoba on the end, which I kind of lumped together as being very similar to Chinese elm. And then along this thin bench, more of the Chinese elm. Okay, this is the view from the other side. See, now there's enough room all around. People who will feel comfortable coming to this area and walking around and hopefully make a purchase. It's all in the marketing, I think. Okay, what's this thing here? Well, this was not a intentional dig. I have this area where this was growing randomly. Actually, I just kind of came off the mother plant, and I was just getting rid of it. So I just took the chainsaw, cut it, and I was just gonna just dump it, right? Well, I took the tractor and then it popped out. So I said, oh, okay, maybe I could try to save it. You look very carefully. If you look very carefully around the backside, you see that disturbance of the bark. That's because the tractor was pushing it. And you see me work on materials like this. So this was never intended to be saved. I just thought, I'll give it a chance. Okay, now these will be the review, right? Remember our triple air layer Seijuan elm. This was the base. In fact, we just got through modifying the base because Hiro grabbed the apex and it broke off. So this is the new improved version. And then on this next one to the left, it used to be on top of the base. And then the one over there next to it used to be on top of that one. And then the one further to the left was the apex. So now these are all coming along. I don't see anything major happening to it. This big one here is going to require another year of regrowth before we get in there and touch it too much. I keep emphasizing you got to get the root to recover before you start working on it, because if you disturb the root zone, then sometimes you end up failing. Okay, so this is kind of what I've been doing to get me behind schedule again. And if we look at the drone shot from before all this got started, you could see that I've made some major changes. Okay, when we get to our formal nursery tour, hopefully I'll get the drone up and then this area a little bit more refined, then you could see exactly what I've done. So anyway, this is Hiro saying goodbye. I'll see you again real soon in another chapter. So this has been, I don't know what I call this. This is what kept me busy for a month of January. Okay, so let's go ahead and pan. But this is not our regular nursery tour. We'll have that soon.